Today I'm making savoury rice. You don't need many ingredients for this. You just need an onion, 2 mushrooms, half a red pepper, a tomato, a little bit of oil, some long grain rice and a stock cube, and some peas and a bit of curry powder for seasoning. So I'm going to start by preparing all the vegetables, remembering to use the bridge technique and the claw as well. So we start with the onion, cutting in half first of all. Chopping the ends off. Okay, so using the lines on the onion as a guide, don't cut it to the very end. That will help to keep it together. The pepper, I already have used the bottom part for another dish, so I'm just going to trim the edges. The seeds are exposed, so I can just left with the seeds there. Any excess white, and then from that I'm just going to slice and then dice. Place mushrooms into a bowl to keep them separate. Mushrooms don't need to peel. I'm just going to dice them into small pieces. I've got 2 of those. Just roughly chopped for this, because obviously they'll shrink when cooked. And I'll chop the tomato later, because we're going to put that on there, and I've already got the frozen peas and the rice are ready to cook. Okay, so I'm just turned the pan on. I'm going to add a splash of oil. Then I'll start to cook the onions first of all, just to soften them before adding the other vegetables. So a couple of minutes, they start to soften. Turn the temperature down so that they won't burn, caramelise. Just want them to, you'll see them change a little bit translucent. Okay, to that, you're then going to add the other vegetables, so the mushrooms and the peppers. Allow that to cook for a couple of minutes until softened as well. Okay, so you notice that as the mushrooms start to cook, they release a little bit of water because they retain water. I'm going to add in the frozen peas. bit of salt and pepper. Again, controlling the temperature as you go. Okay, before adding the rice and the water and the stock, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of curry powder, and obviously depending how strong you like it. But I like a lot of flavour in that, so I'm going to give that a bit of stir. And the vegetables are going to take on the flavour of the curry. And then I'm going to add in the rice, the uncooked rice. Incorporate that as well. And obviously rice is a starchy carbohydrate, so when it's heated and moisture is added to it, the starch is going to be released and it's going to thicken the liquid that we're going to eventually be adding. So to that I'm going to add 500 millilitres of hot water. Along with the vegetable oxo cube as well. Now you can crumble it into the water before adding it, but I always add it to the pan. Crumble that in. Give that a stir. And just allow that to simmer probably for about 10 minutes. So simmer is a little light bubble, not large bubbles. So slowly cook on like a medium temperature. Keep an eye on it. If obviously the starchy rice begins to absorb all the water, then just top it up with a little bit more water. Depends on what rice you've got. I just had long grain rice that was in my store cupboard. And we'll see how it is after 10 minutes. So you can see now that the rice has absorbed the water and is cooked. It's what's called al dente, which means if you try the rice, it should have a bite, so it should be soft but have a little bit of bite rather than being too squashy. And just before serving, I've diced the tomato, and I'm just going to add that to the mixture. There's no point putting it in too soon because otherwise it would just go mushy. And then give it a stir, and then I'm just going to dish it up. So this serves 2 people. Very cheap, healthy meal that's got your carbohydrates and your vegetables. It's quite bright in colour and it's got some good flavour from the curry powder as well. Again, you can add what the vegetables you've got in your cupboard or fridge at home that needs using up. That's probably serve 3 people. And there we have it. Savoury rice.